TCR is brought to you by Hoheim Prairie Insurance, Texans serving Texans since 1892. Texas Parks and Wildlife Foundation, conserving our wild things and wild places. And visit Big Bend, another world right here in Texas.
Why don't you just pop in and travel with me?
Pop in and travel with us.
On this Thursday morning. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm James Epler.
And good morning to you. I'm Kristen Carroll. Just ahead this morning, students preparing to head back to the classroom this time.
On most days, you can find Kristen Carroll on your TV screen, reporting on stories in and around Lubbock. The life of a news reporter can be a 24/7 job. But on Mondays, Kristen leaves the news desk behind to make her way down a bumpy country road to a large building that exists solely for the purpose of square dancing.
I moved to Lubbock about 6 years ago, and I've always done some kind of dancing in my life. And I'd spent a couple years here without having that and was really missing it. And so I just got on our little internet and typed in adult dance classes in Lubbock, Texas, and there was this tiny little pathetic listing on a Google Calendar for this class. And it was a Monday night, the one night of the week I had nothing going on, and I thought, you know, I'm bored, I'm gonna go give it a try. Fell in love with it that night. This is my family now. Having these people in this town, they're your neighbors, they're your friends, and then after you get to know them well enough, they just become your family. That's how Lubbock is. That's how West Texas is.
We're going to have the side ladies do that one more time.
Every Monday night at 7, a family reunion of sorts takes place here as dozens of can-cans and cowboy boots sashay onto the dance floor to promenade, or promenade, the night away. In this family of square dancers, Charles Spoon, the Square Dancing Federation president, yes, there really is one, serves as the granddaddy to all. And with the help of his wife Ellen, the caller, they teach the younger generation how to do this traditional American dance.
Remember, we're dancing in boxes or in squares.
Square dancing involves 4 couples, and you set it as a square. You got two couples facing each other and 2 couples facing on the side position as well as in the head position. And then the caller directs those people by calling certain moves. It's dancing set to music with a cuer or a caller is calling, telling them what moves that they're to make, left element, right left round, or whatever. So that's what the square dancing basically is.
Square dancing began in New England when settlers from Europe blended together their traditional cultural dance moves as a way to celebrate their arrival in the New World. Since then, square dancing has become a worldwide phenomenon, with caller festivals and federations in nearly every country around the globe. But in the country where it all started, square dancing had almost become a thing of the past. With the help of organizations like the Square Dancing Federation of Lubbock, the dance most Texans learned in elementary school is making a comeback.
I know whenever I started back in 1968, my wife started in 1966, so when we came into square dancing, it was then coming into what you call the heyday, and back from the late 60s up until the early 90s, there was a peak of square dancing. At one time, we had around 1,300 members in our organization here. But we're doing what we can to revive. We got a great group of people that are working to their creativity to reach and appeal people of their age in that age group.
Bow to the corner, say, hey, y'all.
it was on a downward trend and it was dying off. And we want to keep it alive because this country was built on square dancers and by square dancers. And so we need, not just for Texas history, but for American history, I think it's important just to remember kind of where we came from and our legacies and keep those things in place and build on them and pass it on to future generations. And they'll ask the questions you're asking now. Where did this come from? Why do we do this? And we can tell the story if we keep doing it. We can't tell the story if it dies.
As the fight to save this American tradition continues in this off-the-beaten-path building, a more important narrative is forming. Though to some, the dance may seem silly, and the outfits even sillier, there is no denying the bond formed by square dancing between the members of this unlikely group of people. A bond of companionship and camaraderie in a place where everyone, no matter what age, gender, or cultural background, can come to find common ground.
How does it make you feel to be a part of this? You called it your family. Why do you say that?
Bob, I can count on you to get to my feels today. This probably quite literally saved me, this group of people. I am in a place that I didn't grow up. I'm surrounded by people that I don't know. I'm in a daunting career. I am kind of taking off on my own for the first time in life, away from my home, away from my family. And I walked in the door here, and at the end of that night, on my first lesson, I knew everyone's name. Everyone checked on me. I was surrounded by people who are just full of love. And so when I come here, I not just look forward to the exercise and the fellowship, but I'm going to a family reunion that night.
Every Monday night?
Yeah.
Join and circle. Circle to your left. I hope everybody has had a good time tonight.
In a hall on the outskirts of Lubbock, dozens of smiling faces gather in groups of 8 on the dance floor. They laugh and dance the night away with the comforting knowledge that no one in the room is here to judge anyone for having 2 left feet or for not understanding the calls. It's a common practice in places like this around the state where square dancers gather. But in Lubbock, Monday nights aren't just a chance to revive the love for square dancing. Monday nights are a way for people like Kristen and Charles to connect with the support group they wouldn't find anywhere else. Monday nights are the nights everyone can look forward to when they all want to go back home.
We don't receive any pay out of this. The only reward we get is the work that we put in, and we see that people can enjoy the end product that we put together.
Clap your hands, back out, and say, I'm doing good.
It was just one day, one of us sitting right here in this room said, you know what exactly this is like? This is friendship set to music. Because you turn on the song, the caller starts doing what they do, and then just the fun starts. There's no criticism anymore. There's no deadlines. There's no pressures of work. There is just us laughing when we mess up and then feeling awesome when the square works out and we get everything just right. It's like cogs in a machine moving all together. And they fell in love with it like I did, and they're just having fun.
A straight cross with the right and the side ladies. Side ladies, those are good ladies.
We want to thank you for traveling along with us. I'm Kelly Phillips.
And I'm Bob Phillips, and this is Texas Country Reporter.
TCR is brought to you by Hoheim Prairie Insurance, Texans serving Texans since 1892. Texas Parks and Wildlife Foundation, conserving our wild things and wild places. And Texas Kubota Dealers. Kubota, together we do more.